and welcome to the finale of the Ooze at the Plague Factory.
Finally.
As
Yep,
you hear the
and
background audience start to clap and cheer.
And actually, this one, unlike all the other stages, all the other stages have 3 phases. This stage actually has 4.
Oh, boy. No wonder this part is like 30 minutes long.
Not only that, but here's a little interesting thing. All the games I play, I have a lot of history with. This stage has a little interesting thing when it comes to emulation. The track here that's playing stage 5, A and B. This stage actually has something interesting with the music. You can tell if this. The thing is, when someone's playing this on an emulator, there's a certain part of the soundtrack actually missing from this. From this entire song.
Okay.
Like, if you guys have the time and go and listen to it, there's instruments missing on this exact part of the song that's on right now. If you're listening to it and you're watching someone play the game, it's on an emulator.
Huh. I wonder if there'd be like a YouTube video that shows comparison.
I'm actually making one.
I was about to say, I figure you might as well make it meta since you'd probably be the only one to do that.
Yeah, I noticed things like that.
Well, you're the only one that plays games like this.
Yeah.
We'll probably have like one of like what, 5, maybe 3 Let's Plays of this game on YouTube.
Actually, all the Let's Plays I noticed with this game are unfinished. We're making YouTube history, folks.
Oh wow.
They gave up.
Jeez.
Yeah, because all those ones I can find either end at like part 1 or 2, and they couldn't get past the first stage. Like, I'm bored. I'm not counting TASs. And speaking of which, with this stage, yes, I am doing I'm basically doing a TAS run without the TAS.
Wait, TAS? Who's TAS?
Tool assisted run.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I hate Plague Factory. I basically speedrun this stage.
Have they actually completed this game?
Without cheating?
Oh.
No.
Well, I don't care if there's cheats. Are they the only ones that have completed the game so far?
Yeah, only TASs. I can't find a speed run of this. I can't find a long run of this unless it's tool assisted.
Huh. Okay. Do you do this without tools?
Nope, I do this all raw.
So we're not making YouTube history, you liar!
No, I mean, what I'm trying to say is everyone who beats this does this either tool assist or they can't play a long play of this without, like, actually playing the game long.
Well, hey, if we get enough fans and they decide to combine the parts into one big, Let's Play, I mean, will that count?
Technically, yes.
Okay, so whoever makes that will give us the first long play of the Ooze. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I can't find one. I mean, if you do, let me know.
Well, I'm not looking for it.
I already tried.
No, I ain't even tried. I just don't care about the Ooze. I only care about it here because you're playing it and we're talking over it.
I like this.
Yeah, I know you do. And, like, I'm not gonna diss you for that. I can't get into it.
I am.
Right.
Oh, there you are, King. I thought you died.
I'm always
Yeah,
alive when it comes to insulting.
Yeah, and this track right here is actually one of my favorite tracks in video game history.
It must suck when you play it on an emulator.
Dude, it really does because the certain instruments missing here gives it a much more sense of personal vengeance with this character. It's interesting. It just feels incomplete.
Sounds about right. Which, that tends to happen with Genesis music. Some of the instruments will get obscured because of the gameplay. It's like if you play Sonic 1 and that part that goes suddenly gets muted.
Because you collected rings.
Yeah,
well, no, it's not like that. It's because how the Genesis handled music is because, fun fact, everybody, the Genesis actually had a way of saving little bits of data.
Didn't the sound chip that played the music also play the sound effects?
Yep.
I was saying.
Another thing with the Ooze, this game actually pushes the sound chip to the test with the single stage because the enemies here all make a sound effect.
Okay.
So you could argue that, yes, it interrupts the emulation, But then that really doesn't work because when you listen to the unemulated version of this track and the emulated version of this track, the differences are still there.
I wonder how people are able to even get the unemulated, like, be able to record the unemulated version of this track.
There's this one dude who I subscribe to. His name is let me check. Dustin Odell Official. He has the entire Ooze soundtrack, and it's all recorded from something.
Huh.
I don't know how he records it, but I do know it's genuine Genesis music because of the raw music, and it's not all played with the beeps. Everyone who records this off Kega Fusion, if you hear the beeps, then you're listening to someone who recorded it off an emulator.
I mean, that's pretty tight that he's able to do that.
Bro.
I respected the dude.
What?
What, bro?
Nothing.
You said bro. What?
Oh, sorry, I was thinking. Sorry.
Okay.
A thought was going through my head. Sorry for anyone who's wondering what the heck I'm supposed to be doing right now. I'm just doing, just know that I'm doing stuff.
Yeah, you're supposed to be commentating over this with us.
Oh, that's Meta's job. He filling for me.
There's a reason you're here, mate.
Man, you said I wasn't a part of this. Screw you. Where's
Well,
my
I just
pay?
said you weren't a member of Visionary Voltage. You're still a guest.
Where's my pay?
You're not a member yet.
Dang it.
When you become a member,
Chat?
look, when you become a member, you'll get that penny.
That my pal sketch, everyone.
Hey, look, I'm only earning like 10 pennies. So
That's
you
more
can
than I
have...
make in a year.
Oh, hey, look, we actually beat the first part, and and Plague Factory Part 1 is indeed the shortest level in the entire game.
Man, more than you make in a year. I didn't know you worked for Mr. Krabs.
Now that's just insulting.
I'm actually curious on what SpongeBob's paycheck is like.
Sometimes I wonder that too, because it's like, it seems like certain episodes make his paycheck to be different. Like I think, I'm trying to remember, what was that episode about the boots or whatever? Gave him a standard looking paycheck. And then I think there was a thing where Mr. Krabs held up like a dime or a nickel or something, and then SpongeBob was like, wow, that's more than I make in a year. I'm like, wait,
But
what?
then it's like, how do you afford that house? How do you afford all of it?
Gary probably has a secret job or something.
Oh yeah, I remember
Yeah,
when
yeah,
SpongeBob
'cause-
removed the shell, there was like a giant diamond or something under it.
Yeah, Gary gets things done.
Yeah. Well, that's what... I think you realize that in that episode... What is it? SpongeBob was looking through the mail, and he just said, Gary, 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 and then, oh, look, what... And then something.
Yeah, little does SpongeBob know that Gary pays all the bills.
That must be why SpongeBob was so intent on getting Gary back when he ran away.
Now we understand.
Gary ran away, and now SpongeBob can't pay the rent.
Gary, come back.
I need you to pay the bills.
I'd rather live in someone like Patrick's house. His house always changes, and I don't even think he pays any bills. You live
He
under a
doesn't.
rock.
Patrick doesn't have any bills. He lives under a rock.
How does he get his house? It's like sometimes his house would just be like a little hole, and then other times it would have rooms and stuff in it.
Sometimes there's literally like he has no house, where it's just like flat sand under the rock. And
Yeah,
other
I
times
can-
he's got a whole underground house.
Like the time when his parents, quote unquote, arrived. It was like it was rooms and everything.
Yeah, he had rooms and all that good stuff.
A kitchen,
And
a refrigerator.
yeah, and then other times like it's just flat ground.
Yeah,
Well,
or
Patrick
just a
gets,
bed.
Patrick gets money somehow because he eats at the Krusty Krab almost every other day.
Well, I think how
SpongeBob
that
just
works
eats
is that
meals.
he has a tab.
Not that tab. Let's
And
see
then,
what it's like now.
He's constantly like putting stuff on the tab, and I think when he goes over, Mr. Krabs makes him work it off. Because Patrick has worked at the Krusty Krab here and there.
No, this is Patrick.
So yeah, I mean that has happened.
Anyway, Plague Factory Part 2, is...
Oh yeah, we're playing the Ooze.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Hey,
Thanks,
you-
man.
Well, Plague Factory is really forgettable.
Like, I am watching, and the thing that's confusing me is this blue monster you keep attacking. It looks like the grate is over top of him.
Yeah, this is actually the blue enemies right there who are transparent. They are in the last level for a reason, and they can actually take more than one of your hits and not die. I mean,
what are those little swirly things? Like, is it magic or?
Those are vortexes.
Okay. Those transparent enemies have been tripping me out because, like, I see the grate in front of them, and it's like, so are they under the grate or on top of it? What am I looking at here?
Yeah, that's what makes them confusing because you don't know if you're actually hitting them or not.
I don't even know if they're, like, up there.
Exactly. They're besides them taking a hit, they don't hesitate to try to kill you either.
Jeez, this game trips me out.
I think at this point the developers of the game were like, I'm tired of this.
That or they were tripping.
Already on.
Same thing Nintendo had.
Oh.
Back in my day.
Back in my day, we had
Atari.
shrooms.
Oh,
that was a very elegant jump cut.
Yeah, as soon as I got teleported over here, I died.
Wow.
Okay.
Because honestly, Plague Factory is, for safer terms, extremely easy.
We die so much in our games.
No, I mean, like, out of everything, I don't die until the boss stage. And yeah, Plague Factory is, again, not that hard. It's more proof that this was developed at the last minute. Look at the lazy architecture, the layouts of the entire stage, the enemies present. The only thing here that was actually given sense was the little blue enemy.
Yeah, it doesn't seem as layered as Power Core.
Yeah.
The ground looks more plain and doesn't look as, I guess you can say, textured. I mean, it's not textured, but it doesn't have as much detail.
Yeah, Power Core was like detailed. It had layers of the level and all that good stuff.
This one just seems more open and simple.
Yeah. Besides the drab like design of Power Core, it was a very intricately made level.
There was stuff going on. So.
Yeah, because you could tell the stage was planned. And this one's just like, well, we got some extra time, boys. And meanwhile, the enemy responded.
I wish Comedy Zone was this long.
As for the whole depth and the jump cut thing method, I was always interested on that. Hey, that was cheating. As soon as you teleported in, you got hit.
Blindsided.
Yeah.
So
did you see that? No, because it was on your blind side.
Get him,
man. I need some help so I kill these guys.
They're also, not worth killing, but was that thing dragging with you?
Yeah, no.
What the?
I thought the guy suck the man with
everyone you kill, they drag into you. Like I said, you're eating them. If they're organic, you can eat them.
Oh wow.
Which why they turn green.
That's okay.
Dark.
Weird. Can you eat like the henchmen?
Yep, that's what I've been doing this entire game. Why do you think they're screaming?
Jeez, that screaming is terrifying. Someone's gonna have nightmares.
This game is more edgy than games nowadays. Confirmed.
Sheesh. What's the matter, Meta? Did that vortex not like you?
Oh no, I forgot that's the vortex I came in.
That's the exit point.
So I'm backtracking.
That gummit, Meta, you need to pay attention.
I'm confused here as well. There's like, no landmarks or anything around there anywhere so you can tell certain areas apart.
Yeah, everything's kind of blending together.
Yeah, the only way I knew where I was going is because I didn't kill these guys.
Well, I have learned something. I just recently picked up Myst because I played it when I was a kid. And if there's one thing I learned in that game, landmarks will not save you.
Dang.
You will still get lost. And you'll be like, I've seen this thing like 5 times, I still don't know where I am. It's worse for me now because I got up to that stinking maze, that underground maze. And like what I do like about this is that the version of the game I have is from GOG. And it has hints in game. Like, and they even give you the answers if you're desperate for them.
So what's going on with you then? The hints aren't that good, or you just choose not to use them?
I've been trying to choose not to use them because I actually want to play it legit. I've had to use a few. Like there's the shipwreck level, and I got confused because like I didn't know I needed to mess around with the water levels, because how it works is that there's a pump, and some of the areas of the level are flooded. When you switch pumps, it'll basically clear out one area, and then the other areas will be flooded. So the thing that confused me is that the lighthouse you need to get into because there's a generator, because you need electricity. And so what you need to do is there's a key. And there's a key, you can't get to the generator because it's in the room and it's got a locked door. As soon as you walk into the lighthouse, it's just a catwalk, and then there's water, and then if you look up, there's a little trap door and it's locked. And then just below it, there's a ladder to it. Right next to the ladder is this key chained to the catwalk. So when you drain the lighthouse, there's a treasure chest at the bottom of the lighthouse. And there's a little lever on the side. If you click the lever, it drains. And you can click the lever multiple times to either seal it or open it. But you're not opening the chest, you're just kind of opening a port. So eventually what I had to figure out was that you have to release the water from the chest, then seal it, then reflood the lighthouse, and then the treasure chest will have floated up to where you can use the key and unlock the chest.
Anyway,
and then
this makes all the dungeons look easy.
Yeah, and then in the chest there's a key that unlocks the trap door. And then you have the generator. So I was like, oh, okay, I understand now.
Ever interested in trying a game called The Witness? It kind of reminded me of Myst.
I don't know. I went back to the Myst because I was kind of nostalgic for it, and then I wondered, how in the world did I play this game?
How did I beat this game?
Yeah, I don't even know how I was even playing. I was able to get into areas as a kid. Then when I started up the game, I totally forgot everything. I was like, what do I do? Where do I go? Yeah, eventually after discovering some things, I was finally able to figure out what to do. One thing that bugged me was that stinking rocket ship. Always forgot about the fuse breakers. So, yeah. Still though, Myst is a good game if you're into that kind of thing, so go play it.
And this has been the opinions of Sketch.
About Myst over the Ooze.
Yeah, we're almost done with this game, and okay, I'll give some pointers on the Plague Factory anyway. In the game manual, this stage, each stage has a description. I forgot all the other ones. The description for this stage is where it all begins and where it all ends. I never did specify how the director was gonna spread his plague. He was gonna spread it via water system, which sounds stupid.
Isn't that the storyline to, what is it? That prologue to Injustice: Gods Among Us? Joker was, or no, what am I thinking of? Oh, I'm thinking of Batman Arkham City.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Joker was gonna poison the water supply with his toxic blood.
Yeah, it's pretty much like that, and that's how it was gonna spread, through water. But it really doesn't make sense if you're on a power plant. So, but the other thing that's actually contrary to this is, if you guys been paying attention, whenever I destroy those little orange vacuum machines who suck the ooze of me, you see those little green bugs, and they were really present in level 1. And they also seem to be carrying the same green ooze, or they're the only enemies who actually eat you up, which is, a little indicator that they themselves might also be carrying the little plague.
So they've been poisoned.
Oh no, they are the poison. They're the bugs.
Oh.
You'll see them in during the final boss too. They're there.
Oh goody. Wait, what just hurt you?
That little hole down there. You know, if you fall into a hole, it sucks up your health. You're okay.
That's kind of silly. It's the ooze should be, if he can control his ooze, he should be able to prevent himself from falling.
The thing, I think is because you have to think of kind of like a Fat Man mentality. You have all of it, but that doesn't mean that you couldn't control all of it, all at once at least.
Well, it's like, if it sticks to a surface, I mean, you should be able to keep it from just falling. Like, I could understand if your head got over it. That I could understand. Because then, like, once your head's down, then, like, your ooze is gonna fall with you. Yeah.
Don't worry, once we get through here, we'll actually be at the end of the stage. And like, okay, there's another reason why I took so long. I tried to collect as many DNA samples, you know, as a little redemption.
Yeah.
Because I didn't collect a lot of them in the previous 2 stages. Definitely not genetics lab, F that stage. But I was just trying to do a little self-redeeming. At least trying to show off as many DNA samples that you can get, or the routes you can get to get them. So, I do what I can to help them out. I'm sorry, the bonus stages, I couldn't find any of them. I only found one of them.
And we see how that went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were right there.
Just one more left. Just one more left. And with that, we are done with the last actual mobile stage, and we're coming to the final boss.
Ugh,
True cutscene and rock music. And
it's gonna take like 10 minutes for you to do this boss.
And well, not only that. Anyway, I jump cut it because I died. And if you
Of course.
Well, here's the thing. This level, the route to the final boss is easy. Well, I say that easy, but I actually do take the speed runner route. Like I said, during Plague Factory, I take all the speed runner routes because F this stage.
Wait, so what tool assist did you use?
I didn't use any tool assist. Like I said, I'm doing it raw.
Wait, I asked you if you were using tools, and you said you were.
Oh, no, I said I'm not.
Oh.
I thought you were talking about like people who were recording this. Yes, they use tool assist.
So
I don't.
are you?
No.
Oh, okay. That's what
You-
confused me. So I called you a liar. I thought you said you did use like tools.
No. How the hell am I going to use tool assist on a Genesis game? On a Genesis.
Isn't there like a Game Genie for Genesis?
I don't use that.
Okay.
Anyway, here's the thing. When you speedrun, there's an actual path that you're supposed to take, because if you take the wrong path, one of those blank panels down there, they will actually, suck you up and like this, and you'll have to start over. And I said, F that, and I'm going to take the speedrunner route. Which, enables me to take a lot of damage, but I take the normal
you got
by
caught
accident.
one. You got caught by one.
Yep. I hate
You
this.
got caught by another one.
I keep trying, I'm at the last stage, and I die, but I start over.
Hey, you have all this health.
Come on.
Yeah, well, there's a whole
little
bunch of
meta that
enemies in
could.
health back there, and I attack this guy for no reason who refuses to die.
Yeah. You have
Oh,
like,
wow.
Wow.
Like I said, this guy can actually take a hit, which is why, he's in the last level for a reason. He can take a hit. Kind of like that guy.
Mhm.
I attack this guy again, but I actually let this one live.
You didn't. Oh, now you attacked him.
Yeah. I let him live because, like, F this, I'm a final boss.
Fear my little tiny jabs.
Yeah, I let him live. And,
Because you weren't strong enough to kill him.
I like. Well, here's a good indicator. If the final boss stage has you collecting all this health and you're killing all these little enemies, that's an indicator right there, ladies and gentlemen.
You turn blood
Yeah.
red.
It's like an. I think I never really noticed that with boss stages. I think the only time I did was when I was playing Wolfenstein. I was on. What the heck? Was that Princess
Got your
Leia?
girlfriend.
That was the Kingpin.
Well, I noticed that.
Like the king.
But
And
like,
this is the final boss.
okay, that was random.
I just, to me, that synced up so well though.
What is that freaking screen over there?
That is the final boss. Apparently, I was talking to this one guy, and the screen over there is supposed to be him as the Ooze. But yeah, I just want to reassure our viewers that our final boss is a reskin of an average enemy.
Okay.
So yeah, you can't
Okay.
kill him at all until you destroy those little yellow containers. And what are in those little yellow containers? A death trap.
Okay.
Yep,
You mean
those
poop.
little green dudes.
Well, I mean, like, there's mice. I mean, you should be able to get ooze out of them, can't you?
Yep. They're not
Come
like
on,
Boss
Kingpin.
3.
Pick up the pace.
Come on, King. And here's the little thing. There's this little switches down there, and like I said, you have to be paying close attention to detail with this game. At the top, there's gonna be you cannot. They will unlock after you destroy one of those orange containers, which means that you can heal yourself after you hurt the boss or after you destroy them. You cannot.
That must be like devastating.
Yeah. So.
It's
And
like
you can't get near the explosions because they hurt you.
it must be like when you play a boss and there's bottomless pits around, and you land the final hit, but you fall in a pit, so you end up dying and having to restart the boss.
Yeah,
Sounds
this boss gives you a lot of health, so that should be an indicator. But I don't like that this boss is a reskin of an average enemy. Like all the other bosses, they weren't reskins. They just,
Man, what was that?
Sudden
I
jump
died.
cut
Yeah, I died.
again.
No, it's because this boss is a reskin of those little blue turrets, but he doesn't have rapid fire. And he doesn't shoot three of them at the same time, so thank God. But
I'm the
overall,
final boss, and I'm weaker than the standard
Jeez.
enemies.
He is. Oh, when we get to that king, when we get to it, when we get to it.
At least when you're
Okay,
Spider-Man is
now
the use confirmed.
suddenly a lot of health. I'm so glad that when you jump cut, you just return. Okay.
Yep.
But
And there you go.
I'm at least glad that when
Game
you
over, everyone. I killed the final boss with one hit. That's this game.
why'd you jump
Oh. 2 out of 10.
Because I was actually taking a breather.
cut? I was gonna say, I was like, you died? Really?
Oh, I didn't know.
Why would you die?
How
You
would I die?
died.
I got the win you think. I got the you win. And
After
here's the
you
thing.
died after beating the boss.
Well, yeah.
How'd that happen?
There's some fan fiction I read, and apparently, the yellows were supposed to be the final boss. So that's why he has the teeth, because if you pay attention to the beginning, the green ooze is Dr. Kane, and Dr. Kane has red eyes. So, fan fiction. Yeah, those exist. And as you can tell, I did at least attempt to collect as many of the DNA samples as I could. And this is the bad ending, because, F the DNA splices.
That's it.
Hooray, the good ending.
That's it. Well, not even his head, like his. Okay. Oh wow! Did you actually get all these?
No, I actually got this because of a walkthrough. And here's the little thing about this game. I only found one, I repeat, only one walkthrough of this game.
Wow.
And I will say, this guy was specific
Going
as
up on-
hell when it came to finding all these DNA splices in places I didn't even think they existed. There's only one walkthrough and it's on GameFAQs. This guy deserves a reward, god dang it. Yeah, and here's some trivia I forgot.
Okay.
I knew I'd forget it, so I just added it in. And that's the Ooze, everybody.
That's interesting. They had "Breed" by Nirvana. I know that song. But,
Yeah, if you listen to the bonus track "Experimental Rabbits," the beginnings sound exactly the same.
So what was the name of that walkthrough guy?
Let me look on GameFAQs right now. But yeah,
Just
the
tell
Ooze
me.
are-
Give me his name and stuff after this, and I'll credit him and put him in the description, because I'm not gonna use his. We're not gonna use his content as our own. It's obviously his. He deserves credit.
Yeah, dear God, that thing was so goddamn specific. So your final thoughts, the Ooze.
Game. What can we say that hasn't been said? It's boring. I mean, the game's interesting in a way that it's unique. It has a unique gameplay. It has a lot of stuff to do. So there's definitely more to it than an average 90s early 90s game. So it's interesting in that respect, but it's an acquired taste. You really have to get into it, and if you can't get into it, well, it's understandable, because this game's not for everyone.
Acquired taste. Ha! Sums up Meta.
Oh.
Meta has that acquired taste.
All right, how about you, King?
Similar as Sketch. My main issue was My main problem with the game was visually, it was kind of, I don't know, it wasn't it didn't seem as tasteful to me. Some areas kind of felt as if they were repeating. There was no landmarks or anything that would set another area apart from the other. So the game can be unfairly difficult at times, at least to me it seems that way. So can get a bit boring, kind of moves at a slow pace, things like that.
So that's
Okay.
it. We're
Well-
done with the Ooze.
And
Get out of here, everyone.
So on to the next game, which will be